Alright, what's up Dominators? Welcome back to the V-ShiHai's channel, and today I present to you, or should I say, my friend's Pale Moon deck recipe. So yes, I've borrowed it from Eugene. Thank you very much, Eugene, for lending me. I think this deck is pretty good in its own way because number one, that it has a free cost full of superior calling, rearguards from your soul, and at the same time while keeping your hand filled up with a lot of card draws with this card right here, which we should get to later. So let's jump right into it. Obviously we're using the new format as usual. Lay out the deck, hope you guys have a good look at it, and then after that going into the cards, the card skills, why you run the cards, and maybe a little bit of combos here and there later on. Alright, so let's move on. This deck is centered around obviously Silverthorn Dragon, so this is the new archetype for Pale Moon. First off, we have Silverthorn Dragon Tamer Lukia. So this is the new VR in V-BT06 if I'm not wrong, and yep, let's go through the skills. So Vanguard Rearguard, during your turn, if you call 2 or more cards from your soul this turn, this unit gains power plus 10k, so it's a free 22k attacker. And then the X skill is what you actually run her for, which I think is pretty OP. Count plus 2, discard a card from your hand, call any number of cards with Silverthorn in the card names from your soul to rearguard circle, and all your front row rearguards gain 3k until end of turn. So this card is what makes Pale Moon really good. You ideally want to ride her either in the first ride or the second ride, depending on whether you go first or not. At the same time, with the cost of count plus 2, discarding 1, for you to fill up the board, at the same time after that using this card skill, which is Silverthorn Beastamer Dorian, later we'll get through it. It helps you to fill up your hand size at the same time having pressure onto your opponent, because most of your rear guards will be sent back to soul using this card skill, so you won't be able to retire it. Let's just say decks such as Blade Master, decks such as Tachikaze, decks that heavily retire such as Karnao Kami as well, doesn't have the ability to take rearguards out from your field, because most of them will be sent back into your soul. So that's basically it for the new VR. Moving on, we have the new rare. I think that most of us would run at least 3 copies of, but obviously recommended would be 4. We have Silverthorn Beastamer Dorian. Basically the skill is Vanguard Rearguard. At the end of your turn, you may put all of your other rearguards into your soul and draw a card for every 2 cards put into your soul for this cost. If you put 4 or more cards, return a grade 3 card with Silverthorn in card name from your soul to your hand, and then you retire this unit on rearguard circle. So, sorry, my WhatsApp actually blinked on earlier so you can hear the sound, but basically, this card enables you to draw for each 2 rearguards that are put into your soul. You may draw a card. At the same time, if you put 4 more cards, you may return a grade 3 card with Silverthorn from the soul back to your hand. So you can either return her, if you have her in another soul. And then if you have another Silverthorn Lukia, you may return that back from your soul to your hand so that you can ride next turn. So it ensures the consistency of you card drawing, at the same time having Lukia to keep rewriting over and over again to open more Excel circles and apply more pressure to your opponent. So that's one of the reasons why I think this should be at least a double rare or triple rare rarity instead of a rare, but it's a really good card and I recommend you guys run it. Moving on, so we only run 8 grade 3s. Moving on to the grade 2s, we have Silverthorn Marionette Lillian. So basically this helps you to tutor out this card or any other Silverthorns in the deck that you want to shove to soul. So when placed from hand, Vanguard Rearguard, you may count +1 such your deck for up to 1 card with Silverthorn in its card name and put it in your soul and shuffle your deck. So ideally you want to put Dorian into your soul if you don't have her for your grade 3 turn, so that you can retire not retire, you may shove most of the rearguards into your soul to draw and then retire her on the rearguard circle. Second skill is when you attach Vanguard, if your skill has if your soul has 4 or more Silverthorn in their different card names, this unit gains 10k at the end of battle. So take note, sometimes when you're calling cards out from your soul using Lukia's skill, you ideally need to have at least 4 or more different Silverthorn card names in order for your field to gain additional power, which you get to later. So soul charging in this deck is quite important, and we'll get through later what are some of the key soul charges that we will use to help bump your soul up in order for you to superior call more cards from your soul. Alright, moving on, we have Silverthorn Beastamer Shader. Okay, wait, this is actually this card right here, but moving on to the dragon first. The dragon's called Silver Thorn Rising Dragon. Very simple skill. You call 2 or more cards from your soul this turn. This unit gains 10k power. So it's continuous rearguard circle. 319k attacker, 22k if you use Lucia skill because your whole front row gains 3k. So it's magic numbers against Excel and Protect clans, but not so magic numbers against Force clans. But it's still a pretty good 19k beastic on Excel is 24, so it's magic number against any other clan. Alright, moving on to the Silver Thorn Beast Tamer Shader, which right here. Reason why we run this is because it's a free 15k shield. So Guardian Circle auto, when placed, put this unit into your soul, and if your soul has 4 more cards with Silver Thorn in the different card names, one of your units gains 15k at the end of the battle. So it's a free 15k shield, I would say, because you may, on place on the Guardian Circle, immediately shuffle to soul. Your Silver Thorn Dragon Lucia, most probably you'll be on your Vanguard. Basically, your Vanguard gains 15k, so it's a 27k base. Basically a free 15k shield for you until the end of the battle, so not at the end of the turn. That'd be too fucking strong. But yeah, that's basically why we run 3 copies. I don't think it's necessary 4. I feel like people have been switching out in 2 to 3 copies. I think it's fine. Reasons why you run her are obviously because she's a Silver Thorn in name as well, so ideally you want to run her. Moving on to one of the cards that are actually not Silver Thorn in name, Dancing Knife Dancer. Basically at the end of the turn, if you have no face up cards in your damage zone, put this unit to your soul and count charge 1. I've seen people cut this card to like a 1 off or 2 off. I think it's fine for you to cut to 2 or maybe minimum 2, and then you can cut the last card right here. In this case, Eugene actually runs 3, which I think is okay, it's fine. It's not 4 off definitely. But basically you can cut one of the cards out for what's it called? Golden, I know, either Chimera, yeah, Comicality Chimera, yes. Basically, the card skill is when attacks, you may stop us one, put another record there. So this means 5k, and you have not count charge this turn, you may count charge 1. So it's okay, but it's a grade 3, so you'll be running 9 grade 3s, and then at the same time, you cut out 1 Dancing Knife Dancer for the grade 3. Reasons why we run Dancing Knife Dancer, because of the Count Plus 2, obviously you only have a limited amount of times you can use it, up to 5 damage. So most likely you will take to 4 damage, and then you Count Plus 2, no face up, you shuffle this guy into your set, and after you count charge 1, take the 5th damage, and then you may Count Plus 2 again to end your opponent off. The rulings between Dorian and Dancing Knife Dancer is interesting, by which that even if you choose Dancing Knife Dancer to shove into your soul for the cost of Dorian, you'll still get to count charge 1. The ruling has been implemented or somewhere around the web, confirmed by Bushiroad, so don't worry. Well, that's one of the reasons why you still run it. If not, it actually really sucks. But yeah, you can shove it into your soul at the end of your end of a turn, sorry, and you still get the count charge 1 because of the skill text. Alright, moving on to the grade 1, we have Silver Thorn Sisters, Irina, your best grade 1, right? When placed from hand, load your top 2 cards of your deck, rearguard circle only. Put a card from there among your soul, put a card among them to the bottom of your deck. This is basically a better, what's that called? Better, the stupid grade 2 card, Nitro Juggler, yes, better Nitro Juggler. And then when rolled upon, you may load the top 3 cards of your deck, put any number of cards with Silver Thorn in the card name into your soul, put the rest of the cards to the bottom, and then if you put 2 or more cards in your soul, you may draw a card, so it's a free +1. 4 off, obviously. Moving on, we got the grade 1 right here, Silver Thorn Breathing Dragon. Basically, this is one of the multi-attackers in the deck that's available. So at the end of the battle, they boosted if your soul has 4 or more cards with Silver Thorn in the different card names. You count +1, put a red card with Silver Thorn in his card name that this unit boosted, and then you call a card with Silver Thorn in his card name from your soul to rearguard circle. So you basically end of boost, you may count +1, shove the boosted unit into your soul, and you call a card with Silver Thorn in his card name from your soul to rearguard circle. So take note that you need to have 4 or more cards with Silver Thorn in their different card names in order to use the skill. So 3 off isn't necessary. I recommend 3 or more. Don't really want to run 2 or less because it's still a free multi-attacker. In case your opponent has no cards left and you want to end him off, it's a really good multi-attacker. Last but not least, we got Silver Thorn Conjurer Romy, the soul charger of the deck. Add rearguard skill, rest this unit and put it into your soul. Load at top 3 cards of your deck. put a number of cards with Silverton in the card names into your soul and put the rest to the bottom of the deck in any order. So it helps to fill up your soul with having 4 or more different card names with Silverton. And basically once you use Lucas skill, when you call everything out, you may use her skill again to, you know, filter your deck even more and build the soul up for your future turns. Yes. Alright, triggers, I have no idea what you guys like to run. As I said before, triggers, most decks are very subjective, in which you can run any type of triggers up to you. But in this deck, I'm fine with you running 8 crits or 8 fronts, up to you. This deck runs Rainbow. Basically, Eugene runs Rainbow, which I think is fine, because once you flood your whole field with units using Lukia's skill, checking a front is pretty lethal to your opponent because you'll hit for very high numbers, and at the same time, checking a crit, most of the time your opponent will have to guard with the unit for the crit, or they'll just likely no guard your Vanguard. You can pump crit your Vanguard and power to another rearguard. So I think running crits and fronts, basically having the best of both worlds is okay. But if you guys like to run, you know, more powerful units like fronts, yeah, you go ahead running 8 fronts. You would like to, you know, pressure your opponent even more, you wanna go for the 8 crits, yeah, sure, go ahead. Triggers is really subjective to this point. It's really just up to you. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this deck recipe. Thank you very much for Eugene for lending me his deck once again. I'll be featuring more videos after this. I just posted Tachikaze versus Kagero against Eugene, and I really sucked at checking triggers, so he actually won. But yeah, check out the video out, and I'll be posting Murakumo versus Spikes, where I versus Wilson using Spike Brothers. And yeah, I'll see you dominators in the next video. Peace!